I'm Ryan from ExtremeTerrain.com, and this is my review and installation of the Rugged Ridge Extreme Heavy Duty Rear Bumper fitting all 2007 to 2016 JKs. Today I'm going to tell you about the construction, the features, and the installation of this bumper. This bumper is for those of you who are looking to swap out your factory rear bumper with one that's going to provide a lot more protection to the back end of your Jeep. This bumper also has some additional features, the option to add a tire carrier, and some recovery points that make it a really nice bumper for off-roading and for on-road driving. This is a steel bumper that's covered in an E-coating and a textured black powder coat finish. That finish makes it look good, but it'll also match a lot of the factory plastic black accents on your JK and a lot of other aftermarket accessories. One thing I really like about this bumper is that it's full width and it wraps around to the sides. So this is going to give you protection on-road and off-road from not only the back of the Jeep, but also from the sides. The bumper has a nice deep cutout in the center, so if you are running a larger than factory spare in your factory spare tire mounting location, you'll have some additional clearance when you open and close the tailgate to keep that tire from hitting the bumper. If you have a much larger spare tire and you're looking for a bumper mounted spare tire carrier, you have an option with this as well. You can purchase the Rugged Ridge tire carrier and it'll bolt right onto this bumper without the need to drill or cut anything. As you can see, the bumper also has a couple of D-ring mounts, which are really nice for recoveries, and also a small notch in the center here, which will allow you to run a factory tow-rated hitch with the bumper in place. Getting this bumper mounted up on your Jeep is a pretty simple process. The first step is to remove your factory bumper by removing the 2 bolts in each frame rail and the 2 bolts across the rear center cross member. You'll want to hang on to those bolts because you are going to use them in installing this bumper. Now this bumper does come out of the box pre-assembled, and we had some luck simply sliding the brackets into the frame rail attached to the bumper and bolting everything up. However, the manufacturer does suggest that you remove the bolts from the bumper, taking the brackets and the D-ring mounts off. Once you have those brackets removed, you can slide them into the frame rails, attach them with that factory hardware, and finally bolt the bumper onto the newly installed brackets using the 8 bolts that are also your D-ring mounts. The whole installation process should take you right around an hour and you won't need any specialty tools, but if you have a good set of air tools, it'll definitely speed the process along. The bumper is a little bit heavy, and of course with being full width like this, it's a little cumbersome to move around, so having an extra set of hands will also help out. Overall, I would say that this bumper is really solidly built, and I think you do get a lot of value for what you pay, especially because the bumper is a wraparound style bumper and there's a little bit more material here than there are on some other off-road bumpers. However, any way you slice it, this bumper is expensive, especially by the time you add a tire carrier onto it. You can get some other tire carrier and bumper combinations on the market for less than this bumper alone costs, let alone adding the carrier. So it really comes down to what you need and what your budget is. So if you're looking for an aftermarket rear bumper that's going to add a bunch of protection to the back of your Jeep and a couple of additional features, I would recommend taking a look at this bumper, assuming you have the budget for it. So that's my review of the Rugged Ridge Extreme Heavy Duty Rear Bumper fitting all 2007 to 2016 JKs that you can find right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.